We are delighted now to be joined by Máire Donohue, a teacher at Gaelscoil Donncha Rua, which has just moved into a brand new state-of-the-art building after more than 4 decades, the Shannon School. And with an exciting community 5K run and walk coming up, Máire is here to tell us all about the big move, the importance of Irish language education and how the local community can get involved. Máire, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Alan. How are you?
Very well, all refreshed after the bank holiday weekend. Can you tell us a little bit about Gaelscoil Donncha Rua and Shannon and the school community there and your own role as a teacher?
Yeah, so I've been a part of the school community now for 5 years. So currently I'm the senior class teacher, so I have 4th, 5th and 6th. And the school was established by a small group of people here in Shannon 42 years ago. Sean O'Noonan and was really the driving force behind it all. And then he got a teacher on board, Myrn, who was pre-vid principal in the school for many years as well. And they started, they had a real grow for the Irish language many years ago. And despite everything, they managed to keep the school going. They moved into bigger premises here near the wetlands in Shannon. And we've been in temporary buildings and prefabs for, as I said, 40 years nearly now. And our brand new school building opened there last Thursday, where we welcomed all of our 67 students back to school. So there was great excitement.
Oh, understandably so. I mean, when you're getting to 40 plus years, you must wonder if it's ever going to happen. I mean, how did it finally feel to make that move? And can you paint a picture for our listeners, Máire? What are the new facilities like?
Oh, it's just unbelievable. It's really state of the art. So we have the capacity for 4 mainstream classes. At the minute, our NAINRA is using one of the rooms while they're completing the remaining works on our new yard, which will be done hopefully by September. And then we have an autism class. We have an early intervention room. We have a hall. We have a wonderful library. It's just, I think we're still in a bit of a state of shock to be all under one roof. If anybody knows the school, we're all in little separate prefabs. We're all separated out. So it's the first time really we've all been in under one roof, even, bringing all the children together in the hall for eating lunch last week. I think we're all looking around us, of just how grand the building is, and to have all the children under one roof, sitting together, eating together in the new library, it's wonderful really.
Yeah, and just something as simple as being in the one building, Máire, from what you're saying there, sounds like it can, I'm sure, as a staff and as students, there's a closeness and a camaraderie there regardless, but when you come under the same roof, that can only help to foster that sense of unity.
Oh, definitely. And, we always have a lovely atmosphere in our school and a real push for the Irish language, and the children are, they really make a huge effort. But to have us all in the one building where we can all come comfortably, many times we had to hold our assembly outdoors in the wind and, the noise of the site next door, or we had to all shove into one small classroom. It would be fairly packed, and now we have plenty of space, and just makes everything easier on us and on the kids. So it's wonderful.
You are, of course, one of a handful of Gaelscoilna in Clare, 4 to be precise.
Yeah.
But do you see a renewed interest in Irish medium education? Is there something we've discussed on the show recently, that the Irish language there's kind of a resurgence in it, and are you hoping that'll be reflected in your school and the numbers going there?
That's the hope. I think there is a real push now for Irish and Irish education or education through Irish, and you just see how quick the children pick it up, and they have a real natural talent for learning it when they're young. And now with the new school building, we have that spare classroom, so we have the capacity to grow, which we were limited in our old building. So the hope is over the next few years, our numbers will grow and we might gain an additional teacher, and it will be really beneficial for the school,
Máire, can you describe to us what's special about learning through Irish and how it shapes a student's experience?
I think it is our language, and it's something to be so proud of. And it's something that we really need to nurture in Ireland. You know, so much of how we speak, even when we speak in English, a lot of our phrases come from the Irish language. And my own father was born in the Gaeltacht up in Connemara. And I just see how naturally, you know, he speaks it with his family. And it's just a great ability to be able to bring the children into environment where Irish is spoken in our day to day. Like me with any of the other teachers in the school, like we just naturally speak in Irish when we meet. Even when we're texting, we text each other through Irish. Like Irish is really just at the centre of everything we do in the school. And the children have such a wonderful talent for picking it up and using it. And they have I feel in Ireland sometimes we have almost an embarrassment to use our cúpla focal. And we're all able to do it. But children, they don't have that embarrassment. They're proud to use it. And you can just see it in them as they come up through the school, how proud they are when we go out. You know, I bring them to a lot of football matches and I'd be shouting on the sideline in Irish. And it's like we have our own secret language. The other teams don't understand us, and the kids are so proud of that. And it's really a wonderful ability to have going forward for them. They're at a real advantage, I think, in learning any language, because once you have the skills for one or two languages, every other additional language comes much easier to you. Like,
as much as you have your secret language for those matches, Máire, the day that every opposition and their fans can understand you will be a great day regardless, though, won't it? It'll mean the language is thriving and growing.
That's what we want, and you know, that's really what we want, and that's what we're doing with our 5K we're running on Thursday. Part of the funds that we raised from that, for the first time I'm bringing my 5th and 6th class up to the Gaeltacht for 2 nights, and it'll be a real immersive experience for them, just to see how Irish can be used day to day in everyday life. And some of the funds that we're going to use are going to help pay for that trip, for the bus and everything up there. So
tell us more about Thursday and the 5K run and walk, because you have your fabulous new building, but you need resources for inside it. So where is it going to be happening, and when on Thursday?
Yeah, so on 7th of May, this Thursday, we're going to have a 5K run and walk. It's starting at 7 p.m. at the entrance to the new school building, but we'll be taking registrations on the night from 6:30. So it's €10 for an individual or €20 for a family. And we'll have lots of spot prizes on the night, sponsored by the local businesses here in Shannon, who have been very generous. We'll have Shannon Ices there giving out ice cream. We'll have Smash Food Truck. And all the funds are going to go towards, like I said, the trip to the Gaeltacht for Rangacuig Agus Shea, and funds for resources for a new school, just books for the new library, resources for the classrooms, PE resources, all just to fill in all the gaps. Now that we have the space to store it all, we just really want to be able to provide the children with everything they need to enhance their learning.
Brilliant. Well, look, we hope you get a great turnout for it and are able to get all the resources you want for the new school building. For people hoping to take part on Thursday, Máire, do they need to register? If so, should they do so before the day itself?
No, they can come on the evening. Everybody's welcome. Fáilte Riv Cuilgana, and it's going to be a great evening. We'll have you can go in and have a look around, maybe the hall and the main part of the school building, just to get an idea what it looks like. And no, you can come up and register on the evening. We'll be taking registration from about 6:30 onwards, so everybody's welcome.
Well, look, we hope Thursday goes very, very well, and congratulations on the move into the new state-of-the-art building. It was a long wait, but it sounds like it was well worth the wait, and onwards and upwards for the school as well. Máire agus slán go fáil. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Okay, míle bríochas, slán.
That's Máire Donohue there, a teacher in Gaelscoil Donncha Rua in Shannon, who finally are all under the one roof, but it would be great if they had everything they needed under that one roof. So if you want to take part, head along on Thursday and register for that 5K run and walk.